What's up, family? We may be headed to war. I'm talking about World War III, or at least that's what the former president said himself. Yes, we are on the verge of being the closest we have ever been to an all-out war. Not sure who is going to be the first contender, but it appears that we have three prominent countries on the list: Russia, China, and North Korea. And let's face it, they all want a piece of the United States. Could it be because they are jealous, or could it be because the United States has been a bully for so many years? Who knows, but only time will tell. And as the tensions in these three countries continues to heat up, World War III may be closer than we realize. Yes, guys, as you can see, we just heard from the former president, Donald Trump himself. Take a look.
World War III has never been closer than it is right now. We need to clean house of all of the warmongers and America Last globalists and the deep state, the Pentagon, the State Department, and the national security industrial complex. One of the reasons I was the only president in generations who didn't start a war is that I was the only president who rejected the catastrophic advice of many of Washington's generals, bureaucrats, and the so-called diplomats who only know how to get us into conflict, but they don't know how to get us out. For decades, we've had the very same people, such as Victoria Nuland and many others just like her, obsessed with pushing Ukraine toward NATO, not to mention the State Department support for uprisings in Ukraine. These people have been seeking confrontation for a long time, much like the case in Iraq and other parts of the world, and now we're teetering on the brink of World War III. And a lot of people don't see it, but I see it, and I've been right about a lot of things. They all say Trump's been right about everything. None of this excuses in any way the outrageous and horrible invasion of Ukraine 1 year ago, which would have never happened if I was your president. Not even a little chance.
Well, guys, you heard it right there from the former president, Donald Trump, and we are the closest that we have ever been towards having World War III. And apparently this wouldn't have happened if he was still the president. But anyways, guys, we don't really know that answer, but that is the information that we have from Donald Trump himself. And guys, recently, President Biden visited Zelensky in Ukraine. It was a surprise trip in which he called Putin dead wrong in regards to this war in Ukraine. And yes, guys, Biden, he's pretty much calling him out and saying that he will continue to back Ukraine until the war is finally over. And he also said that the U.S. will back Ukraine in its fight against Russia for as long as it takes, according to the United States President Joe Biden. But yes, guys, showing support, President Biden said that they have every piece of confidence that they are going to prevail in this particular war. And then we also have this particular article right here where it says that President Biden's visit to Ukraine pretty much upstaged Putin's and leaves Moscow's military pundits raging about the situation, saying that the United States needs to stay out of this. They are already dead wrong for supplying all of this military equipment and things like that to the Ukrainians to help them fight off Russia in this unprovoked war. But Putin believes that the United States is the bully in this in regards to this particular war, and he is pretty much blaming the United States as well. But anyways, guys, the United States continues to show support in regards to Zelensky and his particular team that is continuing to defend their country. And like I said last week, we just hit the 1 year mark of this anniversary of this particular war, and it doesn't seem like it is going to end anytime soon. But also, guys, how much have we spent on this war, guys? I know a lot of people continue to ask this question, and a lot of Americans are trying to figure out why the United States is not providing more money for the United States citizens in this country who are suffering right now. But instead, they continue to provide billions of dollars for the support of Ukraine. But anyways, guys, I found this unique article right here which pretty much lays out everything in regards to how much aid the United States has actually sent to Ukraine. And it says that all of this information is in particularly 6 charts on this particular website. Now, if we scroll down real fast, guys, we can see that $3.9 billion has been provided in humanitarian effort, $26.4 billion in financial support, and and then $46.6 billion in military support altogether. And then also, guys, if we scroll down, we can see specifically of the arsenal that the United States has supplied to Ukraine. And we are seeing titles like infantry and arms and equipment, air defense, air and ground missiles, manned aircraft, explosive drones, artillery, service drones, coastal defense, tanks and armored carriers, ground support vehicles, radar and communications, as well as satellite services. And those are just a few. And then if we look right here, guys, this particular chart shows us that the Ukrainian towers over other recipients of U.S. military aid. And you can see right here, guys, that Ukraine, since the invasion, has received $46.6 billion directly from the United States, and other countries have given as much as $3 billion, guys. So yes, you can look at this huge number in regards to comparing the United States against all of the other countries that have provided any type of monetary aid to the Ukrainians in regards to this particular war. So obviously, the United States is providing the most money ever. Guys, this is insane. And then we have these particular other charts on the screen, which shows the 42 countries have provided military aid to Ukraine. And you can see the United States is completely highlighted in red, as well as Canada. And then you have these other countries as well. So anyways, guys, we have a lot of individuals that are supporting Ukraine in this particular effort, but not many people that are supporting Russia in this war at all. We thought that we were going to see China supporting this, but so far, China has not provided any type of support whatsoever. They have pretty much tried to stay neutral in regard to this war in Ukraine, in which we did hear from the Treasury Secretary recently, Janet Yellen, in which she warned China of serious consequences if China provides any type of support to Russia in regards to this particular effort or this war in Ukraine. And in addition to that, Janet Yellen said that China should not try to help Russia evade some of the U.S. sanctions that it has placed on Russia. So anyways, guys, this is a blatant warning message directly to China, and China has not responded as of yet. But you never know, guys. You never know how this may turn in the end. But so far, like I said, China has remained pretty neutral. We know that if China does help Russia, that is pretty much going to start a World War III and all that war against all of these particular countries involved in this particular matter, which we all know, guys, that the United States does not want to go to war with China. We probably don't worry about Russia at this particular time, but as far as China goes, we do not want to go down that particular road. And according to some previous U.S. generals, they have already predicted war between the United States and China by the year of 2025, which is insane, guys. That is around 2 more years or so. We thought that we wouldn't go to war with China for many, many years down the road, but it looks like that could come to fruition much sooner than we expected, in which we can see from this particular article right here that says that, and this is turning our worst fears into reality. So yes, guys, this particular war between Russia and Ukraine could turn even more deadly if it goes into a World War III between China, Russia, and the United States. But hopefully it doesn't come to that particular point. In fact, we did recently receive last week on the anniversary of this war in Ukraine, we did hear directly from China, in which China's president issued a peace plan in regards to the war in Ukraine. And yes, this was pretty much a 12-point plan that could lead towards ending this particular war in Ukraine, which is some positive news. And so far, Russia has not responded to this particular 12-point plan that was provided directly from China. And guys, yes, China is pretty much saying that there needs to be peace. There no longer needs to be this war going on between anyone right now. It is just pointless altogether. It doesn't lead to anything that is positive in the near future. So hopefully, guys, Russia will respond to this. Hopefully Putin does come to his senses, and hopefully Putin talks to his old fella in China, and hopefully they can end this war very soon. But anyways, guys, switching over, we did find this particular article right here, which talks about the mindset that is going through Putin right now in regard to this war in Ukraine, as well as against the West, which is, the United States and all of its NATO allies. And yes, guys, Putin put out a warning message to NATO saying that, look, their nuclear capability, it can't be ignored. And the future world order is being decided right now. now, according to Vladimir Putin. And he said that Moscow has to take into account NATO's nuclear capabilities, as he again falsely claimed that the West wants to eliminate Russia altogether, where the leading NATO countries have proclaimed their main goal to be the strategic defeat of Russia in order for our people to suffer, as they put it. How in these conditions could we not take into account their nuclear potential? And yes, guys, Putin was asked this during an interview on a particular news station in which he made these particular statements. And yes, Putin said that the West is complicit in crimes being committed by Ukraine by supplying the country with weapons and artillery and equipment, and that the end goal is altogether is to destroy and divide Russia, saying that that is exactly what the United States and NATO want for Russia right now. Echoing the sentiment on Monday, Russia's foreign minister Sergei Lavrov said that the West wanted to isolate and even dismember Russia, and added that the future world order is being decided right now. So yes, guys, that is a little bit in regards to the mindset of Vladimir Putin and how he feels from his perspective. He feels like everyone in the world is against him, and all they want to do is destroy Russia, as well as to divide Russia and pretty much take over it. So anyways, guys, that is very interesting to see from his perspective, although I don't know how much validity that does, but again, that is what he said on this particular TV station news. But anyways, guys, as a result of that, the latest information that we have directly from Russia and Vladimir Putin is that he just signed a bill to go ahead and suspend the last nuclear arms pact that he had with the United States. He said that, look, we are no longer going to be dealing with this. We are no longer going to be working with the United States in regards to preventing our nuclear creation. And I'm going to sign this bill today to end that altogether. No more with the United States. I'm moving forward. The West is against us. They are trying to divide us, and Putin and Russia need to do what's best for them and their country. But anyways, guys, hey, we could be headed towards World War III. Hopefully not, but that is on the table. We are the closest we have ever been towards having an all-out war with either Russia, China, and even North Korea. They continue to send these missiles continuing into the Japan Sea. But anyways, guys, like I said, all of these three countries want a piece of the United States, but hopefully we do not lead towards a war, especially by the year of 2025. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today, and I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below, because it is a few ways for you to be able to support this channel, as well as some opportunities for you to receive things like 12 free stocks from Webull, or you can receive the Amazon Prime membership for free for 30 days. But anyways, guys, those are just a few, but if you are interested, check out the links in the description. But anyways, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.